Tasveer Islam, Mr. Tanveer Hussain Joha. Our thanks to all our staff, whose names I could not mention by this time. Our heartfelt thanks to the London Attorney General, who have attended the trial at the inception and at the conclusion. Over and above, our thanks from the core of our heart to Mr. Tajul Islam, the London Chief Prosecutor, for playing the part of excellence. We are thankful to all others. Thank you all. Now let us say something about
defense care too.
I am sorry. I am very much sorry. Our sincere thanks to the learned defense lawyers, particularly the learned state defense lawyer, Mr. Amir Hussain. Many people will say many things, but he has done a lot. And he, in our view, in our estimation, to the best of his possibility, he played the exact role he was supposed to, and that we expected. Thanks to him again. And if anyone is left, I'm sorry that we do not by this time recollect. Our thanks to the London Attorney General again for his kind presence. We are sorry for being late because many things are connected in the preparation of the judgment, as is very big matter. For the last couple of days, we could sleep very little, and we had to work continuously for 10 to 12 hours every day. So, anyway, this is our job, but all of you are waiting. You have participated in many ways. Thanks to you all. Now let us discuss something about the judgment. I want to give you an idea of the judgment. The judgment comprises 453 pages. And it consists of 6 parts. The first part includes the index, description of the prosecutors, learned prosecutors and the learned defense counsels, introduction of the accused, origin and object of the tribunal, jurisdiction of the tribunal. 6 parts. The first part includes the index, description of the prosecutors, learned prosecutors and the learned defense counsels, the holding trial of the crime against humanity. So, elements of crime against humanity, these are enunciated by the Rome Statute and being followed and exercised by the International Criminal Court and other international tribunals. We are also following the Rome Statute as well as our law, and particularly the elements as enshrined therein. And the elements of superior command responsibility. In such cases, superior command responsibility is bulkily involved, and that's why we have to have regard to this aspect as well. And we have stated the standard of the tribunal. That is, we compare the standard of this tribunal with the standard of the other international tribunals as well as the International Criminal Court. And we have said about the trial procedure, part 2, pre-trial proceedings, part 3, prosecution, story and defense case, We have stated about learned chief prosecutor submission on charge, learned state defense counsel submission on charge, thereupon decision on charge, and then we have given the description of evidences in part 4. In part 4, we have also given an account of the testimonies of the prosecution witnesses. In part 5, we have given the illustration of the evidences, and that is the description of the evidences. Used arms and ammunition. We have given an account of the used arms and ammunition. We have given a description. We have discussed about the telephonic conversations of accused Sheikh Hasina with a number of persons from time to time. We have discussed and extracted the reports of daily newspapers concerning the issues of this case, reports of United Nations Human Rights Commission, reports of Odhikar, another Human Rights Commission, reports of Human Rights Watch, and Globe Institute, and so on. We have discussed about the videos of the offences which have been displayed in the tribunal. And we have described the extent of cruelty administered upon the victims who have died and who have been seriously injured and lost their vital organs of the body. And we have talked about seized alamots. We have given account of the murders, number of murders, in accordance with the Gazette notifications published by our government and in accordance with the reports of United Nations Human Rights Commission and other organizations. In this context, I want to say that the exact report of murders or the victims or the sufferers or the injured person or those whose whereabouts could not be traced, this is quite natural. You will understand that since our liberation war in 1971, still we could not finalize the list of murderers So it's a timely matter. It may vary. Somewhere you find the figure 800, somewhere 1000, somewhere 1400. So substantial amount of the protesters have been killed. This is the fact. We have described the police messages and directions
খেলার মাঠ করতে চান ঢাকা কলেজের শিক্ষার্থীরা। শুধু ঢাকা কলেজের শিক্ষার্থীরা, আশেপাশের আরো বেশ কিছু প্রতিষ্ঠানের শিক্ষার্থীরা সেখানে প্রবেশ করেছেন। ইতিমধ্যেই তারা রাম স্লোগান দিচ্ছেন। হিউম্যান ব্যারিকেডের সামনে এখন সেই বুলডোজারটি। হিউম্যান ব্যারিকেডে আছেন পুলিশের সদস্যরা, সেনাবাহিনীর সদস্যরা।
ভালো না কিনে উঠতে পারে
পুলিশ বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছেন, এখন পর্যন্ত বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছে। বলেন আমরা কেন আসছেন আপনি বলেন যদি।
আগে একটু পরে বলে আমরা যদি ভিডিও আম্মু যদি দেখে তাহলে বকা খাবো আর কি হ্যাঁ বুঝছেন তার জন্য না হয় আমি দিতাম
Already আপনি অন ক্যামেরায় আছেন, সরি ভাইয়া।
Oh shit!
আমরা দেখছিলাম যে গভর্নমেন্ট ল্যাবরেটরি স্কুলের শিক্ষার্থীরাও এখানে এসেছে, কথা বলার চেষ্টা করছিলাম, তারা বলছেন যে ভাঙা হয়েছে, আরো এগিয়ে যাওয়ার চেষ্টা চলছে। যেহেতু এটি একটি ভারী যন্ত্র, এত মানুষ সামনে রয়েছে, পুলিশ সদস্য রয়েছে, যে কারণে এটি এগিয়ে নেওয়ার চেষ্টা যদি
are considering as collaborators of occupant Pakistan Army during Liberation War of 71. And thereafter, the term has been being used to stigmatize an individual or group of individuals as enemy of the state of the people. Moreover, in a telephonic conversation with ASM Masood Kamal, the then Vice Chancellor of Dhaka University, Sheikh Hasina, mentioned that she ordered to hang the protesters as the Rajagars have been hanged before. Furthermore, being incited and inspired by the said remark, Cabinet Minister and Awami League Secretary Obaidul Qadir, separately charged, made another provocative, aggressive remark on 15th July of 2024 at 12 noon, saying, Andolon Domone Chhatraligi Jotheshto. Chhatraligi is enough to bring the movement under control. And as such, the students, female and male, came down to the streets chanting slogans against herself and her party of government. Meanwhile, her subordinates, including the cabinet members, police and other law enforcing agencies, activists of four-party Awami League and its affiliated and allied organization go to incited and inspired of the aforesaid remarks of you and Obaidul Qadir, and thus they launched widespread and systematic attack within your full knowledge upon the peaceful statement protesters in Dhaka University, causing 297 students injured and many others in different educational institutions throughout the country, including Rangpur Begum Rokeya University, where Abu Said was brutally shot dead by police. By your incitement and order to kill the protesting students who have been injured and killed as the foresight, and also by failure to take preventive and punitive measure against the perpetrators, accused Sheikh Hasina committed the crimes against humanity under section 3 subsection 2, under section 4 subsection 1 clause B, and section 4 clause 3. subsection 3, read with section 20A of the International Crimes Tribunal Act 1973. Charge number 2. Order to use lethal weapon, drones and helicopters to kill the protesters and execution of the order. During the July uprising 2024, accused Sheikh Hasina held a conversation over telephone with Dr. A.S.M. Maksud Kamal, the then Vice Chancellor of Dhaka University, from Ganabhavan on 14th July 2024 at about 11 p.m., wherein she mentioned that she already ordered to kill the protesters like the Rajakars, who had been hanged before. Again, on July 18th, Sheikh Hasina conversed over telephone with Sheikh Fazlur Taposh, the then Mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation, mentioning that she had already given direction to the law enforcement agencies to use helicopter and lethal weapons to kill and eliminate the peaceful, unarmed civilian protesters, and also ordered them to use drones to locate the protesters. She also told him that she passed orders to arrest and protesters across the country. As a result of above statement, directions, the Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and the Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun successively implemented the directions through their underlings, that is law enforcing agencies, by deploying drones and helicopters in the sky, killing about 1,400 protesters, including women and children, indiscriminately and gravely injuring about 25,000 of them throughout the country by using lethal weapons everywhere from 16th July 2024 and helicopters somewhere from 18 July 2024 up to 5th August 2024, and thereby Sheikh Hasina, Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun committed crimes against humanity as a joint criminal enterprise punishable under Section 3, Subsection 2, Clause A, G, H, Section 4, Clause B, C, Section 4, Subsection 3, read with Section 20A of the International Crimes Tribunal Act. Charge number 3. Killing 6 protesters at Chankharpur with lethal weapons. The protesters convened a program titled March to Dhaka to be held on 5th August and made a call to the people of all walks throughout the country to march to Dhaka on the scheduled day. People of all sphere began to assemble in Dhaka from every part of the country on August 5th. By incitement, order and inaction of Sheikh Hasina, by abetment and inaction of Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun, the successive underlings got incited and inspired to kill the protesting students and common people, and thereupon under order, supervision and inaction of accused Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun and the then Dhaka Metropolitan Commissioner TMP Habibur Rahman, Joint Commissioner Shudip Kumar Chakraborty, Additional Deputy Commissioner Shah Alam Muhammad Akhtarul Islam, Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Imrul and Inspector Muhammad Arshad Hussain, who have been separately prosecuted, successively ordered to commit atrocities to the protesters assembled at Chankharpur of Dhaka and supervised the same, and during such atrocities 6 unarmed protesters, namely Shahriar Mahdi Hassan Junaid alias Mustaqin, Muhammad Yaqub, Muhammad Raqib Hawladar, Muhammad Ismail Haq and Manik Mia alias Shahrik were shot dead by Constable Shujan Hussain, Constable Imaj Hussain and Constable Nasirul Islam, who have been separately prosecuted at Chankharpur as part of widespread and systematic attack. The aforesaid killings took place pursuant to the order of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, within her full knowledge and under order, supervision and within the knowledge of Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun, and by such killings they committed crimes against humanity as joint criminal enterprise by order, abatement and inaction to prevent and punish the perpetrators under Section 3, subsection 2, read with of Tribunal Act 1973.
So these are now the turn of learned member 1. It transpires from the prosecution witnesses deposed in corroboration of the facts of incitement and order of accused Sheikh Hasina to deploy drones and helicopters and also to use lethal weapons to kill the protesters. The daily newspapers of Bangladesh also published reports of such incitement and order of Sheikh Hasina. Moreover, the prosecution exhibited the pendrive CD containing telephonic conversation of Sheikh Hasina with Dhaka University Vice Chancellor A.K.M. Maqsood Kamal, Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor Fazlenur Taposh, and Hasanul Haq Inu. The concerned device containing the said conversations have been played in the tribunal, and thereupon we find that in the conversation with the Dhaka University Vice Chancellor A.S.M. Maqsood Kamal, accused Sheikh Hasina mentioned that she already ordered to hang the students as Razakars have been hanged. Now I am mentioning the substantial portion from his conversation with, from her conversation with A.S.M. Maqsood Kamal, the accused Vice Chancellor of Dhaka University. Sheikh Hasina, তো রাজাকারের তো ফাঁসি দিছি, এবার তাদেরও তাই করব, একটাও ছাড়বো না, আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। শেখ হাসিনা, কোন দেশে বাস করি আমরা? এদেরকে বাড়তে বাড়তে তো রাজাকার অবস্থা হয়েছে, দেখিস নাই? সবগুলোকে ফাঁসি দিছি, এবার তোদেরও ছাড়বো না। শেখ হাসিনা, সব এইগুলাকে বাইর করে দিতে হবে, আমি বলে দিছি, আজকে সহ্য করার পরে অ্যারেস্ট করবে, ধরে নেবে এবং যা অ্যাকশন নেওয়ার নেবে। Then it also appears from the conversation with Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor Fazlenur Taposh, accused Sheikh Hasina told him that she ordered to kill the protesting students by using helicopters and lethal weapons. The substantial portion of the conversation is Sheikh Hasina, দরকার নাই, ওটা দরকার নাই, আমি সেনাপ্রধানের সাথে কথা বলেছি, ওরা রেডি থাকবে, ঠিক আছে। এখন তো আমরা অন্য করতেছি, ড্রোন দিয়ে ছবি নিচ্ছি আর হেলিকপ্টারে হচ্ছে মানে কয়েক জায়গায়। তাপস, তাহলে ওই কিছু ছবি দেখে পাকড়াও করা যায় না তাদের রাতের মধ্যে? শেখ হাসিনা, সবগুলিকে অ্যারেস্ট করতে বলেছি মাত্র রাত্রে। তাপস, হ্যাঁ, পাকড়াও করলে ওদেরকে। শেখ হাসিনা, না, ওটা বলা হয়ে গেছে, ওটা নিয়ে র্যাব, ডিজিএফআই, এনএসআই সবাইকে বলা হয়েছে যে যেখান থেকে যে কয়টা পারবা ধইরা ফেলো। তাপস, জি। শেখ হাসিনা, ওটা বলা আছে, আর এখানে গ্যাদারিং দেখবে সেখানে, আর যেখানে গ্যাদারিং দেখবে সেখানে ওই উপর থেকে করাচ্ছি, অলরেডি শুরু হয়েছে কয়েকটা জায়গায়। তাপস, জি। শেখ হাসিনা, আমার নির্দেশনা দেওয়া আছে, ওপেন নির্দেশনা দিয়ে দিছি, এখন লেথাল উইপন ব্যবহার করবে, যেখানে পাবে সোজা গুলি করবে। তাপস, জি জি। শেখ হাসিনা, না পড়াইয়া দিছে, মেশিন পত্র সব পুড়ে গেছে, আমি বলছি যা পড়াতে, ও আমাদের সেতু ভবন পড়াইছে। তাপস, জি, ওরা রাতে মনে হয় আরো ব্যাপক আক্রমণ করবে। In the conversation with the Hasanul Haq Inu, accused Sheikh Hasina mentioned of bombing upon the protesters from the helicopter. The substantial portion, relevant portion from the conversation. Sheikh Hasina, না, আমি বলছি ক্যাজুয়ালিটির দরকার নাই, ওরা ব্যারিকেড নিয়ে আছে তো ঠিক আছে, আকাশ থেকে নামবে, তখন দুই পাশ দিয়ে ধরবে, মেসেজটা দিয়ে দিতে পারেন যে সেনা পাঠানো হচ্ছে আর হেলিকপ্টার দিয়ে সোজা বম্বিং করা হবে, র্যাবের হেলিকপ্টার দিয়ে উপর দিয়ে মারবে।
হাসানুল কিনু, আপনি এই জামাত শিবিরের মেরুদণ্ডটা আবার ভেঙে দেন ঢাকা শহরে। শেখ হাসিনা এক্কেবারে। শেখ হাসিনা, হ্যালো। হাসানুল কিনু, হ্যালো, জি আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আমি ইনু বলছিলাম। হ্যালো। শেখ হাসিনা, হ্যাঁ বলেন। আচ্ছা, আমি এটা স্ক্রলে দিয়ে দিতে বলছি যে তোমরা ছাত্ররা সব ঘরে ফেরো, গার্ডিয়ানদেরকে বলছি এইখানে কিন্তু জঙ্গি হামলা হয়েছে। হাসানুল কিনু, হ্যাঁ এটা রাইট রাইট।